Heidi here, Texas Art and Soul, and I am so excited. I'm going to be teaching you how to paint this. I hope y'all can see that. And also, I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. So I have a lot going on. I have some things that are coming up, and I also have some people that have won some prizes. So I'm going to be announcing those as well. Let me see if you are close enough to me. I feel like I'm not close enough to y'all. Let me put you a little closer. Oh, sorry, it's getting a little bumpy here. I don't want to catch the cord on fire. Okay, let me see. Can y'all see? Can y'all see okay? Maybe? Hello? Okay, so when you get on, if you'll tell us where you're from, and then I'm going to be teaching how to paint this. Oh my gosh, that lighting. Is this going to happen again? Oh, I hurt my toe. I really should clean my art studio. I really should. There's so much wood on the floor, and I just hit my toe. Oh, okay. All right, so, can y'all see this? Can y'all see it? I'm sure you'll be able to see it once a little bit when I start painting it too. But I actually am going to be giving away one of these to be shipped to your house. All you have to do is share this video and just say, hey, check out my friend, and I'm going to give away one of these. And it basically says she believes she could, so she did, and it's a Dreamcatcher stencil. And all I'm doing is putting it on a piece of wood. You can do any kind of background canvas, whatever you want. And then in a minute, man, I hurt my foot. I'm sorry. It's like I took one of these blocks here I had on the floor for another painting, and I just ran into it. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to pick that up because my foot is on fire right now. It's great. It hurts so bad. Okay, so I have some people I'm going to announce for winners from last time's share. And then, so yeah, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and then I also have something else I'm going to be giving away today. If you share, and then all you have to do is just type shared in the bottom, and I'll leave it up for about a week so you have time to share it. And then I'm going to announce all the winners from the stuff last week. We had a ton of stuff. So first I'm just taking the stencil off. And usually my stencils are blue. I usually use US Cutter all of the time. Hey, oh my gosh, Susie Q is on. Hello. And tell me where you're from whenever you get on. All right, you can see when I'm pulling it. Oh, and here's I just love this. I'm not even sure how this painting is going to turn out. I'm so excited to do it. So usually I use blue stencils. Now, y'all know I am big fans of Craft Creations. They're the ones that are giving, oh, Michelle, I know, I can't wait to paint with you too. We have a local event coming up, and Michelle's coming to paint at that one. We're doing this really cute cactus. But yeah, so y'all know I love Craft Creations. They're like the best. They're the ones that give, the mermaid tails. They're giving away, I'm actually going to be giving away 2 of the mermaid tails today. Let me see, I don't know how I should put this on there. I'm going to go in the center. So yeah, 2 of the mermaid tails are going to be given away today, as well as, let me see if I can put you all a little closer. Can y'all see me? Hello, and if y'all have questions about paint parties, let me know. I am opening up paint party headquarters for 5 days only. We're doing a huge fall launch, which means paint party headquarters is not just a program where I have it opened all the time. So it's basically, if you're wanting to learn, it's like marketing strategies, social media strategies, anything and everything for how to teach paint parties. And we are having September 16th, the doors will open. I'm going to have a big bonus for those of you that sign up the first day. And then, and all I'm doing is pulling this off right now, and then I'm going to start adding. Oh, thank you, Carla, for sharing. Then I'm going to start kind of pulling this off and start adding some color, and then I'll announce the winners of our last Facebook Lives. The ones where me and Bobby did it, and also the ones where I did the mermaid wreath and tail. And I have some really cool collaborations coming up with some wreath people I'm excited about. So anyway, Paint Party Headquarters is just so cool. We just opened it in May. It was on Mother's Day. That was the day we opened it. And so I've only done one very short opening in July. And then for the fall, this is kind of it. And the reason why I only opened for a few days, and it'll be open for 5 days this time, is because I like to be able to give my attention fully to Paint Party Headquarters. And if I'm always just on here trying to like talk about it and tell y'all about it, then I'm not able to fully give my attention to them. And these are women all over the world that are in here that are learning how to do paint party business. They're getting all kinds of extra fun stuff. So if you're interested in that, just send me a message and I'll send you a link to be on the wait list. Because like I said, the doors will open September 16th and they'll close on September 20th. So if you decide, oh, I wanted to get in, and it is monthly, so you can cancel anytime. You don't have to stay. I'm not holding you hostage. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to be, oh my gosh, you have to stay forever. No, that's not how it works. But it is really great. I try to bring like the newest. I have some really awesome surprises for the people that are in it already, that are coming down the pipeline. And I just adore that group. They are just awesome. So sweet. Some of them are on this Facebook Live right now. Yeah, and thanks if you're here, if you're just joining. I am pulling this. I'm about to be painting this, and then I'm also going to be giving one of these away if you share. So all you have to do is hit share, type something to your friends, like check out my friend, and then you can type shared in here so I know you did it. That's how I'll check. And next week I'll give this away. And this is by a new company that I'm working with. And if you just want to buy this stencil, I talked to the owner. She's just runs it herself, and she said if y'all want to buy it, you can actually go to. She'll give you 20% off. You just go to, again, this is a brand new company I'm working with on stencils. It's called paletteparty.org, and you go to. Oh, thanks for sharing. Hey Angie. Hayes Cosmic. You just go to, and I'll put it in the comments too, but it's called paletteparty.org, and you just put Heidi, all caps, HEIDI 20, and you get 20% off. And then I have for those of you in Paint Party Headquarters, I have an even better deal. So I'll actually put that in the group and let you know what price you get for them. Okay, so that was pretty easy. I just put that on there, and now I'm just gonna have fun painting it. And what colors do y'all think I should paint it? Because I want this to be kind of crazy. If y'all can't tell behind me, I kind of like bright colors. Just a few bright colors, not a lot. Howdy from Colorado. Hey Karen from Colorado. Charlotte wants to know, did you stain the wood first? And Michelle says, I still need to plan my YL part. Oh yes, you do. Okay, the wood I lightly used a little bit of Deco Art brown with water. So this is a dark chocolate with a little bit of water. And then I just, kind of like a wash almost, just a wash on it. And then I'm going to start kind of just adding a bunch of the colors here. I think I'm going to use some turquoise, blues, hot pinks. Oh, and let me announce the winners. Okay, so drum roll, please. Are y'all drum rolling? Anybody? Anybody? we know you would love the blues. I know. I'm like a little obsessed with blues. Like, look at all my blues over there. Blues and purples. This little wall does help me. It really does help me try to keep it organized, because then I'm like, oh, I have a spot missing. So I try to like go in there and really keep it organized. Okay, so I'll probably do blues, maybe some hot pinks. Okay, so, oh, Angie's doing the drum roll. Thank you, Angie. Okay, so the winners. Okay, so craftcreations.com. I went through and basically checked. Get to work, woman. I know. I gotta get to painting. I have a meeting too in a minute. So I'll be painting fast. Okay, so the winners, Craft Creations. She is. That's okay. I am too. She is this sweet family out of Oklahoma. I have the wreath on my door, so I can't show you, but last week I did this mermaid tail, which I was really, really in love with, and I actually used a bunch of deco art, fun like metallic lusters to basically finger paint. And then I turned it into a wreath. If you want to know more, you can go to my blog, Texas Art and Soul, and I did a whole blog about the whole process because it was my first wreath I've ever done. And so Craft Creations, they provided the tail, and they're going to give one away to y'all. And I'm actually, I have Debbie Kessler, I don't know if she's on. I will message you to get your address. And then the next winner is Blanca Zavala Grimm. I don't know if I'm saying the middle part right. Blanca Zavala Grimm. Now, she won the share for when me and Bobby did it. So you get you can choose either the mermaid tail or the palette. So I had done a palette with the Joy. It's just a palette painting like this. So you could either choose the palette, or if you want the mermaid tail, you can choose the mermaid tail too. And then also, Blanca, on that one, you're going to get a few of our favorite deco art products. So I'm so excited. So congrats to Debbie and congrats to Blanca. If you are wanting to be the next winner, I'm going to give y'all a week to share this video, and then I'm going to pick somebody else, and you're actually going to get this stencil mailed to you so you can use for art projects. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to get started and then start painting this, and we'll see what it turns out. Again, I have not, sometimes I plan my painting colors before I start, and then other times I just go for it. So if you're just tuning on, let me know what colors you think I should use. I was thinking maybe going with some like full on purples, all of this kind of stuff. So let me know. Oh, shared again. Yeah, if you share the video, you have a chance to win the stencil. It'll be shipped to your door. And when you share, just say something like, hey, check out my crazy friend Heidi. She tends to be a little, if you saw this side of the table, you would be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that lady's nuts. So yeah, let me know if y'all have any questions. Again, I'm so excited about what's coming up. We had, in our Paint Party Headquarters group, there was a lady that just posted the other day. She was really struggling with getting paint parties. And then just the other day, she posted that she secured a monthly location. So she's going to be painting at the same place every single month. Love the Dreamcatcher. Can't wait to see finished. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I know it's early. I usually don't do painting tutorials this early, but I have a pre-op this afternoon. I have a little surgery on Monday, and so it's nothing serious, but I have a little surgery on Monday, so I have to go to a pre-op, and then I have a meeting, and so yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want to come home from the pre-op and actually, like, you know, try to get my hair all done and do a live, you know. So I was like, we'll see if anybody wants to join this morning and get some prizes and hang out with me. So thank you for being here very much. I appreciate it. All right, and let me know if y'all have any questions about Paint Party Headquarters, teaching paint parties, just want to talk about life. I don't know. I'm here, so let me know. I don't know a lot, but what I do know, I'll share. Okay, so I'm just kind of making her, of course, bluish green. Let's see. Pre-op, take care of you. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's just a little surgery. Nothing major. So no worries. It's nothing major. But, you know, anytime they put you to sleep, they want to talk about it first and get a copay. And then send you more medical bills. And then more. Not fun. Not fun! I hate medical bills. They just never stop. And we have good insurance, and they still don't stop. Alright, so I'm going to kind of stop at her hands. And I'm just kind of pressing down. They did send like a, which I was kind of curious to try. Sometimes when I have like wet paint underneath, this is like a, it's like a glue, like a stencil glue. More fun than falling down. Karen, did you fall down? Oh my gosh. She's been through worse. Yeah, definitely, Michelle. You too, my friend. Oh my goodness. Michelle's had a rough year too. I had a rough 2 years. Now I'm good. I feel like this is nothing. Yeah, this is like a stencil sealer. So if any of y'all have ever had trouble with your stencils pulling up your paint, I sometimes when I'm teaching paint parties, I'll have a little bit of trouble. If, you know, they're really wet and it's just happened, I'll have a little bit of trouble. I'm just kind of checking out these blues. Ooh, yes, this is great. This is a Deco Art turquoise. It's actually for fashion accessories, but I'm going to use it for, well, it is for the girls, so it's her fashion. Let's see. Yeah, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm going to try to read as I'm painting. But yeah, so just kind of adding this in, and then when we pull it up, but sometimes when I teach, that's what I was trying to talk about. Sometimes when I teach paint parties, I will like go to pull it up, and then all of it's kind of pulling up the paint. I did a mural not too long ago, and it started pulling up the wall, which was not good. And it was, yeah, it was bad. So I had to go in and kind of fix that on the fly. But when you're doing paint parties, you know, sometimes people say that you should do, like I've used Mod Podge before. Have you all ever used Mod Podge for a painting thing? I've used Mod Podge before, and that seems to work well. But again, in a paint party setting, sometimes you, oh crap, oh, you don't want to see, you want to see what I just did. Dang it, I love this color. Look what I just did. Y'all ready to see the behind the scenes? Did y'all see what I did? So excited. It's like all of it. It's like a big old glob of purple. Greatness. Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't have time to clean that right now. I'm just gonna let it be. We're gonna keep painting. I was just trying to get the purple metallic. That's all I was trying to do. Dang it. I'm like, yes, clean up on aisle 4. Yes. This whole area. I've already stubbed my toe. I just need like an hour to like work on organizing this. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm sure it wasn't that important. I don't know. Okay, so yes, Michelle's used Mod Podge. Oops, yeah, that's a big oops. We're just gonna, let me do this. I'm just gonna take this and just kind of, we're just gonna, what's that movie? It was I think it was a kind of a bad movie, but Adam Sandler, I think he was like a dad or something, and the kid was like peeing everywhere, so he just started putting out newspaper. So the kid would just pee on the newspaper. So I'm just gonna put the paper towel right there. Just gonna set that right there. Okay, I'll be your assistant for free. Oh, Karen, that is awesome. I wish you lived close. Do you live close? Susan, so do you put the Mod Podge on the surface before starting to paint? Yes, you can. And Corey, yes, I'm going to be painting with you in Florida very soon. Me too, I volunteer to be your assistant. Oh my gosh, y'all would think that, and then you'd get over here and you'd be like, nope. It is so crazy in here. Yeah, the Mod Podge, what you do is like you put it on wherever you're going to put the stencil, let it dry for just a little bit, then start to put it on there. Colorado, yeah, that's a little far. Hey, but I could come up to Colorado and do a paint party, so message me if you have a church or an event place like that. My family's really been wanting to go to Colorado to do one. I'm actually going to Alabama and to Florida next month for paint parties. Kind of traveling all over. So yeah, if you, oh my gosh, these colors are so pretty. So yeah, if you're in Colorado, anybody out here living in Colorado, if you have a cool place, or a church or something like that, I always share my testimony. Yes, Vero Beach. I'm coming to Vero Beach, and I'm going to somewhere in Alabama. I cannot remember where, but I know it's a pretty good drive. Pretty far drive, but I cannot remember. Gaston, maybe? I think I'll have to look at my calendar. Let's see. Charlotte says, for your next spill, layer watercolor paper over it and blot up the paint. Then you have a background. I want to let me see more, Charlotte. Hold on. Dang it. I should have got my laptop out. Blot up the paint. Then you have a background. Something. I have a studio. Oh, awesome, Karen. That'd be fun to collaborate. That'd be really fun. Message me. Maybe we can talk. Yeah, okay, so Charlotte, I saw the first part, so I'll have to read back on the next part because my phone is being silly and I can't get to it. So if you're just now joining, I'm painting this stencil. And let's see, I have a studio, and then Angie says yes. Charlotte says for another. Oh, I got what you're saying. Kind of like make it into like painted paper. Is that what you're talking about? Painted paper? I used to do that when I taught school. I would do painted paper projects. We would just have a blast painting them, and then we'd turn them into other stuff. Patty Palmer, I used to do her Deep Space Sparkle. She has an awesome membership, so if you're an art teacher, she is amazing, and she had this, she still has it. So I think it's closed right now, but where you can get lesson plans and stuff like that, and man, it was so helpful, especially whenever I was going through some not so fun medical stuff one year. It was like I was able just to grab those lessons and go for it. The kids had fun, I had fun, and I didn't have to do all that prep. It won't let me read more either. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I'll try to read it after the live. So, okay, so I am not washing my brush. I'm just kind of taking it. I really hope the stencil turns out without me having to put down the Stencil Sealer, because I just want to see if it works, kind of like that. Okay, so what color should I do the words? What do y'all think? And then if you're just tuning in, if you share this video, next week I'm going to pick a winner to receive this stencil to be shipped to your house. Just share it, and you can still stay on here by hitting share and just type up like, hey, check out my friend Heidi, and then put shared in the comments so I know you did it, because next week what I'll do is check, and then somebody will be shipped this. And if you want to just buy the stencil, my friends at paletteparty.org, if you put in the code Heidi, H-E-I-D-I 20, T-20, you'll get this stencil for 20% off, okay? So you can get the stencil for 20% off, and then if you're in my Paint Party headquarters, you get more of a discount, and I told you all about that yesterday. So, you are a true blender. Thank you. I love to blend. I just love to blend. I had a lady message me this morning, early this morning, and she said, I want to teach paint parties, but I don't have my degree in art, but I really love it. Can I do that? And I'm like, I don't have my degree in art. Yes, you can still teach paint parties, definitely. Yeehaw for discounts. Yes, I know this lady, I talked to her on the phone for a while. We were talking about how we could help some of y'all that watch me on here and just kind of give y'all some discounts and all that good stuff. So 20% off. I think the Heidi 20 will go for anything. So so if you're interested in, man, I love that purple. I'm gonna go back to that purple on my table. I could probably still do that trick. Maybe. And I like that green. There's a green too I like. Sorry, I'm getting excited about this. I just want to make it so awesome. I think even when I pull it up, if it's not exactly where I want it, depending on the time, I might, where is Bobby when you need him? Ugh. I don't shut it at the right time and then it ends up stuck to itself. I can do this. I am strong. Oh yes, there we go. Told y'all I could do it. The simple wins. The simple wins. That's what it's about. Anyway, back to my story. She asked if she could teach paint parties because she is not an art teacher. And I'm like, yes. I mean, I was an art teacher, but my degree is not in art. I have my certifications to teach, so don't think I was out there teaching illegally, because I wasn't. I'm certified to teach in like 5 states plus ACSI, which is private schools. But I taught public school for 7 years, private school for 3 years, and my degree is in communication, and my minor is in psychology. So honestly, like, I just have a passion to show people, to teach people, to talk about art, to talk about painting, I mean, all of this stuff is just like, so, makes me so happy. So if you're a person who like really loves to, you just have an enthusiasm and you want to teach people how to do stencils. I mean, this isn't like I'm doing like this major art piece, but people love to get together and create and have something fun. So if you've been thinking about that, I'm telling you, message me and I'll give you the link to sign up for the wait list for Paint Party Headquarters. And it doesn't mean that you're committing, it just means you're getting information about it, because guys, fall parties are like so much fun. It doesn't ever really feel like I'm working when I'm doing a fall party or a Christmas party. It just feels like I'm getting to go hang out with people and have a good time. And those of y'all that have been to my paint parties, you know, like when y'all are like, come over here, can you help me do something? I'm like, yes, I love that. I love to sit and paint. That's my favorite thing in the world. So yeah, you don't have to have an art certification to teach paint parties. You don't. And you can turn these into slime parties. I just did a slime party on Saturday with like 16 or 18 kids. I'm doing another one next Friday, glow in the dark slime. And it is so much fun. And it's very profitable. Not to mention, it's very profitable. It's what pays my bills. So, yeah, those of y'all that are just, a little nervous about that, you want more information, but you don't want to commit yet, I totally get it. I totally understand. And you can just send me a message. I'll send you the waitlist information, and it tells all about it. And then, of course, you can watch any of my videos if you want to know more. And I also have some videos on YouTube as well. Let's see. I know you could do it, and you could do it muscles. Yes, I have these big muscles. Let's see, what's the other one? Heidi's parties are amazing fun. Yes. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, you're coming to my party in a week, a little over a week, I think, a couple weeks. Messaged you for info. You are awesome, lady. Oh, thank you, Karen. I'm so excited. If you're the Colorado one, I believe, yeah, that would be awesome to do some kind of collaboration. Yeah, I'm all about traveling around and painting. That's my jam. Okay, so I am choosing, I think, the wrong color for this, but I'm going to try it. And then, like I said, if I don't get this finished, I'll come back on for part 2, because I'm going to pull this up and show y'all, but I am not done. Okay, so like, if you're a person who's like, I'm kind of crafty, but I'm not like artsy, you can still do things like this, and then your customers and participants can still go crazy and add details and all of that. I think sometimes we think that we have to like be up there teaching and proving ourselves. It's not about that. It's about being there, providing a space for people, and actually letting them have the space to have fun, and create and use fun paints and spill purple paints. And it's not that. Shut this. And it's not the end of the world, okay? I remember years ago, I was teaching in Florida, and there was a sweet little kindergartner, and I had 800 and something kids a week. I mean, I was just on this like crazy train. It just was like unending, right? Let's see. Can you see my comments? Angie, what did you say up here? Angie, I see that comment. Did you have another one? Do you have a question? You can ask a question. I'll try to watch it on there. And if I don't see it, while I'm surely waiting in the waiting room later today, I'll go through and answer any questions that I miss. But anyway, what happened was I was overwhelmed. I think at that time, second or third year teacher. I was totally overwhelmed. I was just like, so many kids coming through my room. I love teaching art, but I just felt like, how am I going to keep this cattle up forever? And I remember this little bitty girl, 5 years old. We were going to do a big chalk festival. I used to do every year at the schools I taught at, I would do like this giant chalk festival. The whole entire school, parents, teachers would all be involved. And I remember that so I had this really expensive chalk. It was about $1 a stick. And we had spent over $1,000 buying all of this chalk because it like lasts really good and it makes it really bright. And then all of a sudden, I'm trying to talk to 30-something kindergartners all at once, and she takes the chalk and she drops the whole box, and it scatters and spills everywhere. Which, when you have $1 a stick chalk, first, you're losing, $1 a stick of chalk, right? Secondly, that chalk is not chalk that goes away. Like, it takes the wax machine to come in and to actually take all of the chalk off. So that chalk was going to be there the whole day, right? I mean, the whole year. It was going to be there until the wax people came and waxed the floors. And so here she is. She drops the thing, and I remember this moment, and this is why I totally changed my attitude forever. I looked at her, and I was like, why did you spill the chalk? Like, I was just overwhelmed, and I was stressed. And this little 5-year-old looks up at me, and these, like, alligator tears start coming down her face. And at that moment, I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, she is 5 years old. Like, how dare I get upset at her? I mean, here I am, 39, and spilling paint all over my freaking table, tripping over stuff. Like, we're human. We do things. And I literally, like, just go, oh my gosh. And I grabbed her, and I just hugged her, and I said, I am so sorry. It is totally fine. There is nothing that you can spill in here that's going to be a problem. And I just apologized to her, and I just like stopped the whole class. And I said, guys, I was like, this is meant to be fun, and I just kind of, because if you've ever taught and you have 35-year-olds in a room, you have got to hold a crowd. Like, if you let your guard down at any moment, they will eat you alive. And anybody that's a kindergarten, first grade teacher, pre-K teacher, you totally understand what I'm saying. And so it was that moment that I was like, this is about fun. Like, this is all about fun. And that's what it always needs to be. And so I've gone to bat with principals before when they've said I've needed to grade more harshly for a 5-year-old at kindergarten art class. And I'm like, no, as long as this kid is creating and smiling and having fun, I will always encourage them. I don't care if their straight line looks like crap. Like, I'm going to encourage them because, Jackson Pollock, there's artists time and time again that are have made millions that did not do a straight line, that did not do something. It's because they thought outside the box that made them creative. And so it was that moment that I'm like, no, this is not what it's about. So it was a hard lesson for me. I, of course, apologized and hugged the little girl and told her it was totally fine because I felt like such a jerk. Man, these stencils are awesome. They just come right off. So if you're that person, maybe you're teaching and you're overwhelmed and you're thinking, oh, just gotta take a step back. Does anybody agree with me? Like, you gotta take a step back and just remember the purpose of it. Remember what you're there for. Remember why you're doing it. And then, is it really that important? Okay, that's the key. Let's see, what has the company that has the stencil again? Okay, so Karen, the stencil company that you can get 20% off, and I'm going to be picking these so you'll start to see it better. It's called paletteparty.org. Paletteparty.org. And so what I do is I use a dental tool from Harbor Freight, and I just pick these off. And these are actually beautiful stencils. I'm going to be doing some more of these soon. But yeah, you can get, yeah, just kind of pick them off. I'm going to do a part 2 of this, and I'm going to go kind of crazy on all of this and make it really, really fun. Because, you know, I can't just keep it simple. I gotta add to it. There's no way I can keep it simple. I gotta add more to it. So those of y'all that are just joining, if you do share, I'm gonna be giving this stencil away from paletteparty.org. And then we also, from Craft Creations, gave away 2 mermaid tails today, just for sharing. So thank y'all so much for sharing. It really, really helps my business a lot. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. And then those of y'all that are interested in possibly teaching paint parties, maybe you're just curious, like what's going on with all these women in paint party headquarters. You don't have to stay in. You know, you can try it out. You can see what's going on. You can see if it's for you. And then if you don't like it, you can cancel at any time. I don't hold anybody hostage. But what has happened is pretty awesome. Just seeing the women that have been scared to actually do a paint party, and then they do one, and now they're booking other ones. I just love, love, love it. She's never finished until the glitter goes on. You know me well, Michelle. Yeah, there is no glitter yet. There's some metallic, but yeah, we still need glitter. We still need highlights. Yeah, I have so much. I think I'm going to do a border. Honestly, if I didn't have a meeting and a pre-op, I would stay here for about another hour. But because I have another meeting and a pre-op going on today, maybe I'll try to come back tomorrow and finish it. But here's the thing, if you look at this close, all of these little things have to be picked out. It's all about the glitter. Yep, all of these things have to be picked out. So once these are all picked out, which I want to let them dry a little more, this whole thing is going to start coming together. So see how the stencil really came up well. I don't know what kind of vinyl she's using. I'm actually going to message her and ask. But it comes up so great. Oh my gosh, look at all the details from the feather. How it's leaving it on there. Can y'all see that? It's leaving all the little feather details, which sometimes stencils have trouble getting that. So I am very happy right now. So yeah, if you want to order this stencil, if you don't want to wait till next week, and you want to check out some of her stencils, I actually have a bunch right here that I'm going to be doing some with. I ordered a bunch last week. They came within the week. This one I'm going to do for Christmas. I'll shoot your eye out. Something like, you know the Christmas. Everybody knows that one. And then the moon, I love you to the moon and back. Dear Santa, it's a long story. I like that one too. Dear Santa, it's a long story. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I'm loving this method. Yeah, this stencil, this is Be the Light. Here's some cute cats. I'm going to turn that into a Halloween painting. I think I'm going to put some hats on it. Maybe it's cold outside. This one is I'll drink coffee here or there. I'll drink coffee everywhere, which I think is so fun. I love Dr. Seuss. A fun unicorn. This one is going to be a part of Paint Party Headquarters. Some people are worth melting for. I'm going to actually make this into a Paint Party Headquarters tutorial. This one is great for the horse lovers. It's a Merry Christmas out of horses. Isn't that crazy? Can you tell me the name of the company? Yes, paintpalette.org. I'll post it too. Paintpalette.org, if you use the code Heidi, all caps, Heidi20, you will get 20% off. God has a plan. I love this one. Love, love, love this one. And then this one I'm going to turn into a Christmas painting because me and my daughter love New York City at Christmas time. And then I'm going to do this one pretty soon too. Don't make me flip my whip switch. So fun. So I'm actually going to be let's see, Bumpus Boys in the Movie, my hubby and his bro, my lady named Bumpus, and I have a leg lamp. No, you don't. It is awesome. Awesome. Last name. Awesome. Okay, so the palette, I know you're going crazy about these stencils. You get 20% off if you order. It's called paletteparty.org. paletteparty.org. And you can order and get 20% off if you use Heidi, Heidi, all caps, 20. And then when you go to checkout, it should take off 20%. So I'm gonna wait to take off all the middles because I really want that to dry and I don't wanna mess it up. And then I'm gonna come back and finish this later with y'all. So just a couple of reminders, if you share this, you get a chance to win the free stencil. And then also, if you're interested in maybe learning how to teach paint parties, message me. I will send you sometime today the link to be on the Paint Party Headquarters website. I mean the Paint Party Headquarters waitlist. If you don't want to wait for my message, you can go to texasartandsoul.com, and on the middle of the page there's a section for Paint Party Headquarters. You can be on the wait list there. Again, doors do not open until September 16th. September 16th, there's going to be a great bonus for those that start early. And then, yeah, you can join us and check it out. And it's only open for 5 days. And then get in. Like, we are learning so much awesome stuff. And I have so many fun guest speakers and all kinds of stuff. I'd love for you to be a part of the party. So I'll do the second part of this probably tomorrow or the next day, and then we'll actually spruce all this up a little bit better. So thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for sharing. I really, truly appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go do a weird pre-op. Lovely. All right. Love you guys. Talk soon. Bye.